everyone, Mel from Alameda Guitars here, and I'm with...
Ruzz from Ruzz Guitar's Blues Revue.
Not just any review, a blues review. Who does the Reds review?
Oh, you don't know that guy. He has issues.
Oh, I believe it. You can't trust the Reds.
No.
So, we're running through some of the guitars that Ruzz used in his very cool video for his instrumental song 1031.
It seemed to become a catalogue for Gretch, didn't it?
Indeed, because we went through, and I'm fortunate enough to have a couple of old Gretches in my collection, and when Ruzz wanted to do video, it seemed like there should be Gretches.
Everywhere.
Not just Gretch, but Gretches.
Yep.
And so this one, I will have to say, is actually the prize of my collection, the one I'm most proud of.
It is beautiful.
This is a 1954 Gretsch 6030, so 6030 Constellation. So from the factory, this is an acoustic guitar. This was one of their, it's a 17-inch body, and it's, what's that, 3.5 inches deep? Something
like that.
Deep. It's a deep-bodied guitar.
Yeah.
It also has what Gretsch called the miracle neck, which is slightly asymmetric, and I don't know if you can see it, but you can feel it, and it feels like a magic neck.
It does.
It does, and
Yeah.
it's got this cool show them the stringer on the back. You can see this, they do this cool stuff with painting it black and the line. It's like a freaking race car, only made of wood and without gasoline or Revue.
So a lot more environmentally friendly.
A little more, yeah, exactly. You know, because they always say recycle, reuse. How about keep running a guitar? It's from 1954, so that makes it 70 years old?
Yeah, something like, yeah. I think, yeah, something like that.
Happy birthday to you. Do you think if I bring this to, like, the buffet, I can get a senior discount?
Oh, yeah, I thought so.
What do you
We
think?
should try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, folks. Go to your local buffet and ask if you would get the senior discount if you brought in a 70-year-old guitar.
And then bring this.
Yeah. So what's cool about this is originally, like I said, it's an acoustic guitar, and it remains an acoustic guitar, but has floating diamond pickups on it. So why don't you bring that closer and we can see here. These are called Rhythm Chief pickups. You can kind of see they're just floating there on what's called a monkey on a stick. So normally these would come with a single one, and me being the putz that I am, I thought, well, this is pretty cool. How about if there were two of them? And so here we have...
If one's cool, two must be cooler.
Exactly.
So.
We'll have to wait for three. So if I can come back here and just show, then because the monkey on a stick has this little swingy aroundy, of course I had put a Bigsby on it that also had the swingy outy. So everything about this guitar can be returned to its original acousticality. And in fact, it still has brass strings on it, which is cool because these Rhythm Chief pickups were designed to work with brass strings. The way they do that is there is actually, so brass strings have a lower magnetic output than standard steel, nickel steel strings. The plain strings have less wire wrapped around them. It's going to sound strange, but they made a magnet, a coil with 4 magnets and wrapped a bunch of string wire around that. Then they added 2 more magnets and wired less around that in an attempt to balance the steel strings with the brass strings. So now that we've had that lesson, there's a quiz.
Gosh.
Should there be a quiz?
No. I'm not going to remember all of that.
Okay, well, you just trust me.
I did,
and
yeah.
so what I did here, normally, like I said, there's a neck one, and they float around. And then the second one I added. This one is a vintage. This one is a reissue. And another cool thing about the monkey on a stick pickups, Vic Flick, who played the James Bond theme, played it on, I want to say it was a Hofner President with the monkey on the stick.
Nice.
You hear this great electric guitar song, and you're like, oh my god, what is it? It's a big acoustic guitar with a monkey on a stick on it, so go figure. But that being the case, shall we listen to what it sounds like? Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da. There you go.
Had to be done then,
Oh, you had to. So what I've done here is there's just a little three-way switch on the pick guard here, and don't worry, it's not the original pick guard, so it's okay. And here we've got now both pickups on, and let's have a listen. This guy knows a thing or two. So then also, let's talk about, we've got, I forget if we have you on the, this control little thing here is part of the Dynasonic. There were a couple of different ones, but this one has a volume, a tone, and a rhythm and lead switch. So I forget whether we're on the rhythm or the lead, so why don't we just, let's see.
I think we were on the lead.
We were on the lead. The rhythm just kind of brings it. So there you have it. There's a lot of goings on, and the coolest thing, again, to me about this is you get this pretty impressive electric guitar sound with acoustic strings. Gretsch, 1950s, acoustic strings, Ruzz. How cool! Are we done?
I think we're done with this one.
We're done. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you with the next one. It's probably going to be just as stupid.